welcome back to Coins World. Hey everyone, welcome back to Coins World. Today, we're diving into an exciting piece of US coin history, the 1999 Susan B. Anthony dollar. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your numismatic journey, you're in the right place. We'll explore the history, design, and value of this unique coin and why it's a must-have for collectors. So grab your magnifying glass and let's get started. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss an update from Coins World. Let's dive in. The Susan B. Anthony dollar holds a unique and fascinating place in the history of American coinage. First introduced in 1979, this coin was intended to be a revolutionary change in the U.S. monetary system, aiming to provide a smaller, more convenient alternative to the bulky Eisenhower dollar. However, its journey was filled with challenges, controversies, and notable moments, making it a captivating topic for coin enthusiasts and historians alike. The story of the Susan B. Anthony dollar is deeply tied to both the changing needs of the U.S. economy and the evolving societal recognition of the contributions of women in American history. The origins of the Susan B. Anthony dollar date back to the 1970s, when the U.S. Mint recognized a growing need for a dollar coin that was easier to handle and more cost-effective to produce than the Eisenhower dollar, which had been in circulation since 1971. The Eisenhower dollar, though popular for commemorative purposes, was criticized for its large size and weight, which made it impractical for everyday transactions. By the mid-1970s, the U.S. Treasury Department began exploring options for a new dollar coin that would be smaller, lighter, and more widely accepted in circulation. The decision to feature Susan B. Anthony on the new coin was groundbreaking. Susan B. Anthony, a prominent suffragist and women's rights activist, had been a leading figure in the fight for women's right to vote in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. By selecting her image for the new dollar coin, the U.S. Mint sought to honor her legacy and underscore the importance of gender equality in American history. This decision marked the first time a woman, other than allegorical representations like liberty, appeared on a circulating U.S. coin. The design process for the coin began in earnest in 1978. The U.S. Mint engaged Frank Gasparo, the chief engraver at the time, to create the coin's design. Gasparo, who had previously designed the reverse of the Kennedy half-dollar and the Lincoln Memorial Cent, worked to create a design that would both honor Anthony's legacy and meet the practical requirements of a circulating coin. The obverse of the Susan B. Anthony dollar features a portrait of Anthony, facing right, with the inscriptions "Liberty" and the national motto "In God We Trust." Gasparo based the portrait on an existing photograph of Anthony, striving to capture her determined and resolute character. Surrounding the portrait are 13 stars, representing the original colonies. The reverse of the coin features an adaptation of Gasparo's previous design for the Eisenhower dollar, an eagle landing on the moon, clutching an olive branch, with the Earth in the background. This design was originally created to commemorate the Apollo 11 moon landing and was repurposed for the Anthony dollar to symbolize peace and progress. Despite its innovative design and the historical significance of featuring Susan B. Anthony, the new dollar coin faced significant challenges upon its release. The coin was introduced into circulation on July 2, 1979, but it quickly became apparent that the public had a mixed reaction to the new coin. One of the primary issues was its size and color, which closely resembled that of the quarter. Both coins were struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, and the Anthony dollar's diameter was only slightly larger than that of the quarter. This similarity led to widespread confusion among the public, as the two coins were frequently mistaken for each other. The confusion and reluctance to use the coin were compounded by the fact that vending machine operators and other industries were slow to adapt their equipment to accept the new dollar coin. This limited the coin's usefulness in everyday transactions, further discouraging its adoption. The public's lukewarm reception to the Susan B. Anthony dollar was reflected in its production numbers. While the U.S. Mint initially struck millions of coins in 1979 to meet anticipated demand, production was scaled back significantly in 1980 due to lackluster public interest. No Anthony dollars were struck for circulation in 1981, although a limited number of coins were produced that year for collectors in uncirculated and proof sets. By the mid-1980s, the Susan B. Anthony dollar had largely disappeared from circulation, and the U.S. Treasury was left with a significant surplus of coins. These excess coins remained in storage for years, with little demand for their use. However, the story of the Susan B. Anthony dollar did not end there. In the late 1990s, the the U.S. Treasury faced a shortage of dollar coins due to increased demand from vending machine operators and mass transit systems. The surplus of Susan B. Anthony dollars, which had been in storage for nearly 2 decades, was finally put into circulation to meet this demand. By the end of the decade, however, the need for additional dollar coins became apparent, prompting the U.S. Mint to revisit the idea of producing a new design. In 1999, the Susan B. Anthony dollar made a brief return to production. This decision was driven by the need to bridge the gap between the dwindling supply of Anthony dollars and the introduction of the Sacagawea dollar, which was slated for release in 2000. The 1999 Anthony dollars were struck at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints and were distributed primarily through Federal Reserve banks and mass transit authorities, while the 1999 Susan B. Anthony dollar marked the end of the coin's production. It also served as a transition to the next chapter in U.S. dollar coinage. The legacy of the Susan B. Anthony dollar is a complex one. While the coin was not widely embraced by the public during its initial circulation, it holds significant historical and numismatic value. It was a trailblazer in many respects, paving the way for future dollar coins, featuring women and other underrepresented figures in American history. Today, the Susan B. Anthony dollar is a popular collectible, with enthusiasts seeking out its various mint marks, proof issues, and the elusive 1981 strikes. Its story serves as a reminder of the challenges and opportunities involved in creating a coin that balances practicality, symbolism, and public acceptance. And that wraps up our deep dive into the fascinating history of the 1999 Susan B. Anthony dollar and its place in American coinage. I hope you enjoyed this journey through its design, production, challenges, and legacy. The story of this coin is more than just metal. It's a testament to innovation, representation, and the ever-changing needs of our economy. If you found this video informative and entertaining, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to Coins World. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you're notified every time we explore another piece of numismatic history. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep collecting, stay curious, and I'll see you next time on Coins World.